What up, YouTube? This is Nate from BFG Reviews, and today we'll be looking at A Nightmare on Elm Street 8-bit NECA figure.
You're on BFG, bitch!
Beat time. Beat time.
What up, YouTube? This is Nate from BFG Reviews, and today I got a special guest. One of my good friends, Ed from River
City Retro Gaming.
Fuck! I messed it up. I'll keep it messed up in the video. Doesn't matter. River City Retro Gaming.
Hi, YouTube.
So Ed was nice enough to donate this to my collection. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street 8-bit throwback figure by NECA. Actually, he'll probably talk more about it than I will, but real quickly, why did you get this, Ed?
I'm a huge fan of horror movies, and it's probably it's my second favorite game for the NES.
But yeah, NECA has put out, I think, about 7 of these throwback figures. There's a few in the series that I want to get, but this is officially my first one, and I'm kind of pissed off at Ed because now I gotta buy all of them.
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
Yeah, jerk.
I'm in the same boat. I buy every single one as soon as they come out, so.
But really cool, comes in a standard window box display. You'll notice Freddy is wearing the trademark orange. Why is he wearing orange, Ed?
Well, in the original sprite for the NES version of it, kind of matches the original look and feel of the NES version, because if anybody knows the NES version, his colors didn't really match the original palette that Freddy used to have. Probably some of the best packaging I've ever seen on figurines just in general. I really enjoy the throwback. Even these little edges kind of like wear and tear, that's not part of the box, that's actually part of the artwork. Very interesting how they did that and kind of gave it looking like what Nintendo games now tend to look like on people's shelves.
People who don't take care of their games, that's another story. Actually, all of them look like that. The Batman one, the RoboCop one, they all have that weathered edge to it, which is really cool. But the packaging, like I said, it's supposed to look like an 8-bit Nintendo game cover. Even the artwork on the back of the window box looks really cool.
And that represents the houses that you would go into in the actual game itself. There's several houses you have to go into at any given point to progress the game.
If you want a really good review on A Nightmare on Elm Street, make sure to check out River City Retro Gaming Halloween special. They did a review on this, and Friday the 13th. Opening this package has been a little bit of a... The struggle is real, children. The struggle is real. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Freddy in all his glory.
Is there any way to get him?
We actually had trouble standing him on his own, so we had to revert to using this stand. You might have seen it on the Liquor review. That's a NECA figure, so they all kind of fit the same. Freddy comes in measuring just under 7 inches, or 17 centimeters for my Canadian brethren. I gotta throw in, I'm Canada, I gotta throw in Canada there.
We have to do it.
Real quickly, the only accessory he comes with is this trademark hat. See, he needs to have his Michael Jackson fedora for sure.
Just grab his crotch.
Like we mentioned earlier, he's wearing the trademark orange from the video game. In the real-life movie, I guess, he doesn't wear orange, he wears red, right?
Red and green, and fun little fact on that, the red and green was chosen by Wes Craven because it's the most confusing to the eye.
I thought it because it was Christmas or something. Play on childhood, you know. Very impressive figure overall. I really like the fact that he's orange. The retro video game fan in me is happy about that. Happy about the whole production, actually. Really nice.
Nice details in the burn marks on his face, too.
That's the one thing I always like to say about NECA. They do a really nice job with all their detail work. Very meticulous for $30 figures, which is what this one costs, I think, right, Ed?
Yeah, I believe they retail for average about $29.99, depending where you get them. You might be able to find them cheaper in some places, but yeah, it's a decent price for what you get, especially considering the packaging is a nice backing towards everything too.
Just wanted to get a real close-up of his sweater there. You can see all the detail. It's not just like a flat sweater. They put a lot of texture in there, especially right at the bottom there. You can see a little bit of a tattering. And I like all the wrinkles and stuff that they added to his pants. I appreciate details like that. I think it's very, very nice when companies go to that length. One thing I did notice, though, his glove looks a little blasé.
Yeah, his glove isn't as nice as it could be, but I think they were trying to replicate the game because in the game, his claws come out of his fingers. They don't actually have a glove.
Points of articulation in his head. He does have a little bit of mobility there in the neck. His arms do have articulation there. And at the elbow. Wait! You forgot the power glove! We were looking up Freddy lines, to be honest with you.
Just beforehand.
Yeah, we'll see here. And he does have a little bit of wrist articulation, not too much, but he has Waist articulation like that. I don't want to move it too much because I feel like I might break it. His knees are locked, which is fine. I don't really care. But he does have the all-important Shartimus Prime ankle pivot. I will always call this Shartimus Prime ankle pivot. How are you going to kill children with no ankle pivot? Overall, I'm very happy with this Freddy figure. I think it's an amazing cross-collectible for people who like action figures and people who do like retro video games especially. You should be flocking to this, to be honest. I'm probably going to start looking at buying all of these figures now. Maybe start a little series on this channel like Pixel Dan has started. For the price, it's a great deal for 30 bucks. Would you say so, Ed?
Well, I own all of them, so I'm going to have to agree with you. On a final note on myself, my favorite part about this is definitely the box. I kind of mentioned that a little earlier, but I'm going to showcase just one of my favorite parts is the very top part on the inside. It actually shows what you would see on the top part of the screen, where you have a life bar, a Z meter, the amount of lives you have, and the Nightmare on Elm Street with the 0-0 bone count.
I don't think we gave this box enough justice. Look at that. I'm kind of regretting taking this out of the box now, to be honest with you. Question for everyone out there, please comment below. If you bought this figure, would you have unboxed it or would you have kept it in its original packaging? Because the box is so nice, to be honest with you. Look at the detail.
Beat time.
They have their own, it's like the Nintendo logo for people who don't collect video games. I love when they do things like that. All that attention to detail, that's really big for me. Overall, it's a very nice package. If you're a retro video game fan and you kind of want to start leeching into other things that aren't necessarily video games, this is a great addition. Unboxed, sealed, or opened, they're both really nice. You can keep it on your video game shelf, you nerds. Oh, forgot his hat. We better put his hat back on. He might haunt us tonight. So again, if you like what you see, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys very much for all your reviews and the positive feedback so far in the BFG review. Thank you, Ed, for the figure.
Happy to do it.
Thank you for doing this review with me.
Anytime. Check out River City Retro Gamer. You're on BFG, bitch!
You forgot the power glove!
Rick, you little meatball.
Okay, those are good cuts.